you have another question?
Well, okay, this might be a silly question, but I think
Please.
it's worth asking for people who don't know, and myself included, honestly. But what exactly does a state assembly member do? Like, what are the
No,
responsibilities?
this is not a silly question at all. It is very hard to keep up with. If you're in New York City, you have a person who represents you called a district leader. They represent you kind of within the party apparatus, Democratic Party or the Republican Party. Then you have somebody who represents you who's called a city council person. They represent you in the municipal government, the city council. Then you have somebody called a state assembly person and a state senator. These two people represent you in the two different houses that form state government. Then you also have your congressperson. Then you have your two senators that represent your entire state and the U.S. Senate. You have your governor, lieutenant, all these kinds of things. In terms of the individualized district things, the state senator and the state assembly person, what makes us important in people's lives is that in New York, partially as a function of the bankruptcies of the 70s and the 80s, a lot of power is concentrated in the state. So if you want to change anything to do with the MTA, if you want to change anything to do with housing, if you want to change anything to do with the way in which students are admitted to the top public high schools in New York, if you want to change anything to do with healthcare, it's all at the state level. The city council is, higher paid position. It's slightly sexier because it's in New York City. You don't have to go to Albany. You're in like a public and the press eye a little more, but your powers are very, very circumscribed, right? Your main power in the city council is, I would say it's in three places. It's with regards to police funding. It's with regards to screens and admissions policies for the vast majority of New York City public schools, and land use and rezonings. But really, the real power is at the state level. So that is what's so exciting for me, is that I think that nationally, it's a very difficult terrain as socialists, but locally, there is a real opportunity for us. And if you talk about bang for your buck in terms of not only fundraising, but also how much impact you can have on people's lives versus how difficult it is to win these races, I think state races is where everyone should be focusing their time. And ideally, you build enough power in each state that when we finally get to a point where we can support a national figure, we can deliver these states to that figure.
Yeah.
Are you saying Bernie was a little premeditated?
No, I think Bernie was great. I mean, Bernie is a big part of the reason that I am where I am. But I think that, we kind of only had Bernie. I don't know how to put it, but he had to put the whole team on his back.
Yes.
And, he came to New York. He did the rally at Queensbridge. It was awesome. But there were less than 10 electeds on that stage who had endorsed him, right? We need a future where the next Bernie Sanders comes to New York